I'm the world's strongest man, and I'm gonna teach you today how I'm gonna do it again. We're gonna talk training, recovery, and nutrition. All right, so today I'm gonna be talking to you about how I became the world's strongest man, and I'm gonna repeat that during my training session, which we're gonna do deadlifts, some elevated, some normal. We're gonna do some nickel stone walk, which is just gonna be practicing my hook grip. We're gonna do Pendlay Rows, lat pull downs, really everything about 2 of the events that we've been given for World's Strongest Man. Now we're given events about 12 weeks out from the competition, and I've just finished winning the Arnold Classic. So this is actually day 1 of me beginning my preparation for Worlds. Once you get the events, you need to look and break down where do I need to improve based on these events, focus a lot of attention there, and then get your body ready for all of the other ones in a secondary fashion. For example, yoke is part of World's Strongest Man this year. That's my specialty, so I don't need to focus a whole lot on that. Now, in terms of week over week, this week will be probably the highest volume of any of my weeks because you want to ramp up intensity as you want to get stronger, but as you ramp up intensity, your capacity to continue at that intensity diminishes. And so you might start with 50 total reps in a workout, and then once you're at your most intense, a full workout could be 10 to 15 reps total, and then your nervous system is done. The counterpoint to why you don't want to start heavy now is that your nervous system will be burnt and you'll increase for a little while and then you'll just crash and you'll burn. We see it every year. There's guys who look really good 3 or 4 weeks out from Worlds and they just can't keep it together. And the fitness is also a big component as well. So having good high volume sessions early on for fitness is going to be massive benefit as well. So 6 weeks out, we're getting back into the briefs and deadlift suit. This has a twofold effect. 1 is prevents injury, but 2 is massively improves performance. It's actually hard if you put the suit on too tight to get down to the ground. That means that your deadlift will be way better, but you have to get used to it because it helps a lot off the floor, meaning you can get into a much different position and then it doesn't help above the knee. So you have to be in a strong position above the knee and a weaker relative position off the floor because the suit does the work there. So you have to get used to it. You also have to get used to the pressure in your head. The suit squeezes everything really hard. It feels like your head's gonna pop off. Over the course of several weeks, it feels better and better. So important to get into this stuff early, but I won't be going up that much in weight. Got it slightly elevated here, and we're using a deadlift bar. You're gonna practice getting used to that whip, getting used to practice pulling at this height, and then hopefully I'll be in competition knowing exactly what I wanna do, exactly how many reps I can get, and then it's just going out and executing. There are a lot of considerations when you want to become the strongest version of yourself, whether you're a novice or advanced. I hope you're getting some insight into what I do at the top level for myself, but it does feel like a sea of information. For a lot of people, one-on-one coaching is totally unaffordable. So I've introduced an alternative where I have group coaching, one called Strong 2.0, which is for advanced people and competitors, and one called Body Kickstart, which is for people just trying to get into a good routine. In this, I give you your program. We meet as a group once a week and I go over a different topic every week so you can be on a learning journey to become the best version of yourself, however you choose to define that. We have a private team group chat. I also review all of your videos every week to make sure that your technique is in good stead. All of that for a fraction of the cost of one-on-one coaching. Check the link in the description, check out what it entails, and I would love to have you on the team and help you kick your goals. That was my heavy set. That's close to what we would expect a working weight to be at World's Strongest Man. We're gonna take some weight off and now we're gonna work in the reps that we're gonna expect at World's Strongest Man. Usually it's somewhere in the 8 rep range. So we've gone down to 280 kilos, a little bit over 600 pounds. We're gonna do 2 sets of 8 here. It's not gonna be overly challenging. The thing that I need to get used to though is the pressure on my head, reps after reps in the suit, and get conditioned with the technique. So reps and volume, always a good thing. That is deadlifts, done and dusted. Went really well for the first day of the shoot, I'm happy. We're gonna move on to practice a bit of hook grip. Hook grip is when you chop your thumb underneath your fingers. So the bar goes in here, on top of your thumb, and then your thumb can't open unless your fingers allow it. Makes for much, much stronger grip. All the Olympic lifters use it. Now when we do it, it's a very thin ring, so it hurts your thumbs a lot. So you gotta go through a conditioning process over time to numb out the nerve in your thumb a little bit. But I'm just gonna pick up a bar, hook grip, stand, hold for about 30, 40 seconds, let my thumb feel a lot of pain, put it down, and we'll do a few sets there. If you wanna practice your hook grip on a regular barbell, it can be really challenging. That's why I'm using the pink bar here. It's 15 kilos, not 20, and much, much thinner than a regular barbell. So you can actually chop your thumb around that much easier. We are all done with the hook gripping. We're going to Pendlay rows now. This is gonna be accessory for deadlifts. Even though it's a row and technically it's gonna work your back muscles, of course deadlifts do as well, but this is more of a anti-flexion movement, meaning you're gonna hold your back nice and stiff, and it's gonna be like more of a dirty type of row, but accessory for deadlifting, and that's the primary focus of today. After this, we're going to doing one other rowing movement, and I'm gonna tell you guys about nutrition in a second. One important note, if you're doing Pendlay rows, make sure you're wearing your power flops, because if you're not wearing your power flops, you're not gonna have the stability that you hope for. Only at tier. All right, we're gonna round out the conversation with nutrition. I just came off the 2 heaviest shows of the year, which Arnold and Arnold UK. Worlds is lighter. It also goes over the course of 6 days rather than 2 days like the Arnold. So you do need to be fitter and a little bit lighter. Right now, I'm 325 pounds. By the time Worlds rolls around, I wanna be 315 to 320. That way I can feel fresh in day 5 and day 6 when it's the finals, and I should be in really good shape. To do that, I'm gonna have my calories at around 5,000 to 5,500, but my exercise volume early is gonna go way up. So my expenditure will be much higher. That means as volume drops leading into comp, I won't be losing much weight leading into the actual show itself. If we're thinking of that as a curve, say 325 is here, 315 is here. I hope for that to be quick and early, flatten out so that a couple of weeks leading into show, it's just homeostasis, just maintaining weight. And I should be able to do that manipulating only exercise and not having to change my diet all that much. If you want to learn a little bit more about my diet, we'll pop a link to the Stan Efferding video in the description. You can learn everything about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, all of my meals, all of that, guided by the White Rhino himself. Now, I'm gonna finish up my Pendlay rows. We're gonna go do some seated rows as well, and that's gonna be done and dusted for day 1 of my World's Strongest Man prep. Hope you guys learned something. Leave a comment in the description, and we will catch you in the next video.